Hello guys, welcome back to Technical DD again. I hope you all are doing well. So today we will be starting our next tutorial and continuation of the series of information protection using sensitivity labels, and we are now going to see access control settings in sensitivity labels. In the last tutorial we have seen how to create the label, what are the functionalities the labels will be covering, and today we will be going to see the most important feature, which is the access control setting. If I go back from over here, so we have lastly seen, we'll just see the recap of whatever we have seen. So we have seen how to create the starting from how to create the label from scratch. Then we have seen the define the scope for this label settings, and today we are going to see our next functionality, which is control access setting. And what is control access setting? All right, so let's begin with our next tutorial. So what actually control access setting means? We'll be firstly starting from scratch. Okay, so suppose think in such a way that if a user is applying a label and sending any document or any email to the next user, to some other external user or some internal users. So what the internal user or external user should have the permissions on that label document. So we will control all those permissions and setting by using these options, which means control access. Basically, we are controlling the access when we are applying any sensitivity label to any of the email or documents. Okay. So we have two options over here. There are two types of permissions basically. So first is user defined permissions, which is let user assign permission when they apply the label. And second one is admin defined permissions, which is this one. Let miss this one. Assign permission now, which is admin defined permissions. And second one is let user defined permission, which will allow the users to define the permissions. Okay. So now what it actually means? It means that I as an IT admin either decide what the recipient of the label item can do. Okay. Or else we can say in such ways that I can let the user decide. This means that if we let the user decide, we have the option to configure. Okay. So if we choose let user assign permissions, we will get these many options over here. First is in Outlook enforce one of the following restrictions, which is do not forward and encrypt only. So if we see over here, user defined permissions in Outlook, these are the options: do not forward or encrypt only, supported only by a built-in labeling and not the information protection labeling client. Okay, so if we can see, let's go back to our Purview portal. So if we are controlling, if we are choosing this control access setting, which is let user assign permissions, we'll get these two options. Do not forward. Now what do not forward means? If you can click on this eye icon, it's basically a self-explanatory. You can read this. When a user apply a label to an email in Outlook, recipients will be able to read the message but not forward, print or copy the content, which means that forwarding, printing or copying the content will be disabled for the recipients if we choose this option. Okay, similarly goes for encryption, encrypt only. When user apply the label to an email in Outlook, the email is encrypted and recipient must be authenticated, which means that if I got any document or any email which is encrypted, so I must authenticate before I access the content. Same goes for all the users. So firstly the user must be authenticated by using some passcode method or OTP generation method. Recipient have no exception, no restriction except that they can remove the encryption. Okay. Now what this option means: in Word, PowerPoint and Excel, prompt user to specify the permissions. Okay, so which means if we open Word document, I have one created and labeled document which has the let user assign permission setting. Okay, so in Word document, if we have chosen this option, we will get this permissions like this to choose the permissions on the document itself. If I click on change permission, I will get a dialog box like this, and permissions options are given like viewer, restricted editors. You can click on this and assign the permissions to the specific users. Editor permission is there, and owner permissions is there. More options, if we click on more options, we'll get some more additional options over here. Okay, let's go back to the Purview portal again. So always remember that let user assign permission means the user, they themselves can assign the permissions while they are applying a label to the any content such as email or any documents. Okay, and these are the options we get with labeled document over here. Like in Outlook, enforce one of the following restrictions. Okay, so now let's see the second one, assign permission now. So now what this assign permission now means, let's see that, which is a admin defined permission basically. So admin defined permission basically mean who can access the labeled content, for how long we can customize the duration of the content, with what level of access means what permissions they will be having, what they can do once they get the access. Okay, let's see over here again. So if you can see, once we choose this assign permission now, we'll get first option is user access to the content. So if we choose this never, so basically this tells us that how long the content will be available for the users. So if we can customize this, after that, after the expiry date, the content will be not available to the users. Okay, second option is allow offline access. So basically this is a, this we always means this is selected by default as always, because this permission will let user, if suppose I am sending one labeled email to some of the users, but those users are not having internet connectivity into their environment, but still whatever the content label, they will be able to access it. Why? Because we have choose the allow offline access as always. Okay, remember that we can customize this as well. And the most important setting over here is assign permission to the specific users and group. This only will be getting if we choose assign permission now, which is the admin defined permission. Okay, so while creating the label, basically admin will be configuring the permissions by default. So if we click on this option, we'll get separate window where you can assign the permissions over here. Okay, so let's see what these options are. All right, so allow, first option is add all users in your organizations in group. If you click on this permission assigned to, if you can see my admin account is added over here. Okay, I will delete this. Add any authenticated user. So if you can click on I icon over here, has an email account that's authenticated by Microsoft ID or some federal social provider. Okay, is authenticated by a Microsoft account, which means that the user is always authenticated by a Microsoft account by using one-time passcode for only email. Suppose for only email, they should authenticate it by using any passcode method, one-time passcode method, which is a OTP method, we can say. Add users or group. If we click on this, it will be allowing you the options to choose specific users and groups. Okay, add specific email address or domain. We can specify the email address directly over here or any domain. Okay, and what permissions will be applicable. So from here we can choose that. We have 4-5 types of permissions: owner, editor, restricted editor, viewer, custom. Basically restricted editors I have shown you in my Word document. Here the restricted permissions is added over here. If you can see this one, so you can choose on your own requirement. We can give the viewer, restricted editor, editor, owner from here. Okay, and suppose if we choose editor, the pre-selected permissions are granted over here. Okay, suppose if we click on custom, so here now you will get options to select it. Okay, whatever the permissions you want to give the user will only have this much permission. If we unselect this, the user will not be able to forward or reply all or reply button. Also there is one more permission over here, If you want to disable this reply and reply all, along with this both unselected, you will need to unselect this option as well. Okay, because this option will be, these both option will be completely dependent on this. If you can read, edit content doc edit rights are required if you grant reply, reply all, or forward rights, which means that if you want to disable these options, okay, this option should be unselected, this option. Okay, all right, so these were the permissions and the assign permission roles under control access setting. So if we click on next, so most of the permissions will be granted from here only. So suppose if we are if you want the user should not forward any emails, or the content should be encrypted, you can choose this control access setting and you can configure the permissions accordingly. Now click on next. Next part is content marking. So this is also one of the important part. We will cover this in our next lecture. Okay, so for now we'll stop over here, and for this content marking we will be seeing in next lecture. Okay, so till then, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel Technical DD and stay tuned for more upcoming videos on sensitive label and information protection. Thank you so much for watching.